Welcome back. If you're not sure how robotics can benefit you, you might want to pay attention. So I want to first acknowledge that the technological changes of the last few years, it's 2025, so the implementation of AI caused, for the majority of people, I would say a net negative, because it's so disrupted the way that we do business. It resulted in a lot of job loss and a lot of the incomes, I feel like, got pushed down in that individual contributor role. So I want to acknowledge that these technologies are becoming so disruptive, they're really having to change how you think to get benefit for yourself. So with robotics, it is also going to be extremely disruptive. We're already seeing warehouse workers being robots. We're going to see a lot more applications very soon. And this is a $50 billion industry, so it's a huge opportunity. I'm going to take my learnings from what happened with AI to robotics and show you where the opportunities are probably going to be. So one thing you have to learn is sales. So any product that a lot of people want, there's going to be order takers, there's going to be salesmen and saleswomen who are initiating that process to get the technology into those companies. Robotics is such a no-brainer for business because in a lot of cases, I've seen numbers that it reduces labor costs by 70%. So all business owners have a mandate to drive profits for their shareholders. So if there's a technology that drives down your labor cost, which is often your biggest cost, by 70%, every executive should be looking at robotics. So it's a good time to consider picking up some sales skills, and if there's interest, maybe I'll do a video series on that as well. I'm a new creator, so I'm just trying to gauge what the audience is looking for. Also share messages that are very helpful. So one opportunity is definitely in sales. The second opportunity is kind of a operator role, which is taking the new technology and understanding how it's implemented. So I think the only really jobs that I saw take off were one, sales, two, the operators who would go into an organization, said, what do you want to automate? And I will help automate that for you. Those are the roles that demanded a high amount of money, were the economic winners of that period. So I want to share that knowledge with you. Those are likely to be the economic winners of this robotics period. So if you're interested in learning more about how to look at those roles, or would like me to post those type of roles, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to add it to my content that I put out every day. So quick plug, thanks for your likes, subscribes. It really does help my channel grow. So with those type of roles, where is the $50 billion opportunity? I looked at the numbers. The $50 billion is last year's investment in robotic technology. The leading areas were, one, of course, military. There's a lot of drones and public safety surveillance type robots that are being developed and being pushed out. So I'm always straight with you. That's the top receiver of money for that sector. The second is medical. So a lot of hospitals are interested in robots for their surgeries, for a lot of other medical practices, because it not only drives down costs in a lot of cases, but it also de-risks, because a lot of these robots are extremely precise. So that's a really cool area to look into if you're interested in robotics. Third, autonomous vehicles. So you see with a lot of the delivery services that are rolling out that are autonomous. I think most of the Uber Eats, the DoorDash, all that is going to head into an autonomous direction. On top of that, you have a lot of farm equipment, construction equipment. I think a lot of that will become autonomous over time as well. So looking for sales or operator roles in there. Of course, no one is going to have the experience right now, but you can learn the skills and, develop a profile. We're going to do some content on developing that for you on your job searches, because I understand job searches are hard, and I want to be a resource for all things that can really help you take advantage of this opportunity. Next, this is such a crucial issue because for the first time, labor is not a constraint. So, of course, you can look at the top areas getting funded right now. It's great. Surveillance drones and all these things that I don't think net benefit 98% of people. What I want to do is encourage you to look at this technology and say, look, in Japan, they're using robots to interact with elderly who might have dementia or need extra care, and it's showing great results. So robots can be used with a lot of the loneliness that we feel. There's robots, technologies being developed that help farmers grow better crops, identifying places of weakness in their fields and how they can improve. So that can drive down the price of food. There's technologies, robotic technologies around buildings, and you can create whole buildings with certain type of robots now. As that technology gets developed, it's going to drive down the price of housing. So think about how beautiful of an opportunity it is that we can really drive down price of housing for people. We can drive down food costs. We can take care of more people. I mean, this is a phenomenal opportunity, and I want everyone to really focus their attention on it and work towards that positive future. Of course, where we're, the current condition, there's so much suffering, and a lot of these technologies, surveillance, that you can paint a completely different world picture. And I understand, I can understand that. I just want to redirect your attention to the positive things that we can keep working towards. Like, look, I love conservation. You see, I do a lot of these videos when I go out on walks. Yet, where we're at as a society right now with this technology, and the opportunity is just too great for you to ignore it. You can get into this stuff. I'm not saying, the job market's going to be great or all these things, but you can really, there's going to be economic winners, there's going to be moral winners, and there's going to be people who really take this and expand access for people, really reduce suffering for a lot of people. So that's why I do these videos. That's why I'm focused on this segment, really focused on getting as many people. I do accessible robotic education. That's my tagline. And I do it so that as many people can start thinking about this stuff, change their situations, reduce suffering, and make a better world. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed these modules. I think you're better off now learning about the basics of robotics. I'm going to keep posting. If you could share, comment, help me expand my reach. If I have a paid subscription, all that is going to really help me out. So thank you. Let's take it on. Let's keep working towards a more positive future. Thank you.